This video was made possible by EA Game Changers, but all excited squeeing and plant obsessions within are mine alone. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Sims 4 seasons! And who better to introduce the seasons and all of the changing weather patterns that are going to come with it than a plant sim? So I would like to introduce you guys to Eve Eureka, who happens to be a young and spry clone of our elderly plant sim, Evelyn Eureka, from My Eureka Legacy, our Sims 2 Build a City challenge that actually started our channel oh so long ago. And with the brand new expansion of seasons into the world of Sims 4, I thought what better way to celebrate than bringing back a little pinch of that amazing awesomeness that started off our entire channel and the 6,000 plus adventures we have had since then. So Eve is going to actually guide us through all of the new features of seasons. We are going to explore the holidays, the weather, and especially that botany skill with her in just a moment here. But before we do anything else, I have to say, what happened to my tree? My tree! What happened to my precious tree? Its leaves were just green and glorious a second ago, and now it looks like it's dried up and dead, and I don't know about this. Is that because I planted it in the desert? I really don't know about this. Just a second ago, it was gorgeous, it was beautiful, it was ready to provide the tree house that Eve is going to live into, and then we hit go, and suddenly my poor tree, I am so sorry. Hang in there. We are going to make sure that you are well taken care of, little tree. But yes, so we are in the desert, and this probably seems like a rather perplexing and somewhat confusing location to begin if we are focusing on the seasons, which happen to include things like rain and hail and lightning, thunderstorms, and especially snow. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of dubious about the quality of snow that could show up between the tumbleweeds and on the sand. But we have reasons for that, my friends, so don't panic. We are going to be visiting each and every one of the different neighborhoods and the different worlds with Evelyn Eve. She is Evelyn's clone, not Evelyn herself, but we are going to be visiting all of the different worlds with Eve as she travels around to gather up all of the seeds and create an oasis here inside of the dry desert. I am so excited because there's so many new plants. There are so many new plants. I love collecting the plants, and I have actually never, not with a single sim in the Sims 4, managed to collect up all the plants just yet. So she is going to be my sim who is going to help us out with that. We are going to start fresh. We are going to kind of have a rags to riches, or should I say dust to Oasis challenge, where we are going to begin with the dusty, sandy soils of Oasis Springs and build our way up into a beautiful, brand new, glorious leafy oasis where we are going to have all of the different plants that are available and explore the brand new botanist job. I'm so excited. Eve, are you excited? I am excited. She is young. She is ready for this. She is going to be investigating the holidays that I will show to you very shortly here. But there are actually a lot of new plants. A lot of new plants with seasons. Look at them. Look how many new plants there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It feels like plucking the petals off of a flower right now. 8, 9, 10. There's 10 new plants, including 1 rare plant and 1 uncommon plant, and what looks to be quite a few new they're new flowers, and it looks like there's some new fruits and vegetables perhaps that we can actually gather. So I'm super excited about that because we have a lot to go around and gather through the world, and we're going to bring them back home as Eve works through her botanist skill and create little oases where we are going to plunk down all of those new plants. We are going to explore all of their new features. We are going to see what they're like, and then we will have, once we are done with all of it, visit a permanent brand new oasis here in Oasis Springs that will actually live up to its name. And any of my Sims and any challenge or any legacy that we do after that will be able to come and visit the oasis if they would like to gather up from any of the plants that are here and maybe work with our wonderful scientist. So without further ado, let's get this scientist up and going. Evelyn Eureka, her clone, and kind of her mom, if you want to think about it that way, was a scientist who worked really hard at her job. And so Eve, hello, my dear, welcome. I love your leafy flowery earrings. Those are brand new with seasons. And so is her really cute little bracelet, by the way, and her really cute shirt. So if you guys are wondering, her whole outfit, other than the shoes, I think the shoes actually came with a different expansion pack, but the really cute shorts, the really cute shirt, the adorable bracelets, the earrings, not the hair, because I really wanted to show off the earrings, and this seemed to do it the best, all came with seasons. And Evelyn, or excuse me, I'm going to do that a lot. It happens when they're clones. It's worse than identical twins, I say. But Eve has been traveling the world as a young plant sim. She has gone forth with a little bit of money and the intelligence gathered from Evelyn, who she's the clone of. And Evelyn was really hoping that Eve could go forward and provide some goodness in the world, just like Evelyn always tried to do in her Eureka City. And along the way, we've picked up a few very useful seeds. For instance, we planted a seed that gave Eve the ability to walk through this teleportation area and use a secret plant network to be able to pop up over here right in the middle of the desert, much to the surprise of all the people walking by what was once just an empty expanse of land. And there's also a special spring. So this is a very special water spring that has really, really highly regarded water that is keeping the special plant sim tree alive, and that has allowed Evelyn to plant a seed given to her by, or Eve to plant a seed given to her by Evelyn that grew this tree house. So it's a very special genetically modified seed, created a lovely tree house. Eve is going to live inside of it. It's all because of this special spring that we have right here. Oh, and along the way on all these journeys, we picked up a dog. This is Soot, and he is the dog that we actually picked up. We'll take a look at him in a second. But we are not going to follow directly in the scientist path that Evelyn took. Eve is going to try to live up to Evelyn's legacy in this brand new world, in this brand new area, by providing good to this world. She showed up here and she sees that the desert is struggling, perhaps because of some sort of climate issues that it's having. We're going to put down a weather machine. We're going to start researching all of the plants, and we're going to see if we can make some headways into the horticulture science. So gardener, it's actually a career now. Oh, my heart. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Gardener, you've always had a green thumb, but now you think you can earn some green with it. You'll be starting by doing a lot of planting and gardening, but keep at it and you can find success in the science or art of doing so. So you can become a botanist or you can become a floral designer. So we're going to go the botanist route with her, and she starts as a dirt digger. Do we just work for ourselves or do we have to go somewhere? Eve is now a dirt digger at Pete Petals and Pods Landscaping. She starts Tuesday, 8 in the morning. Oh, okay, so she actually has to go somewhere. But we have the gardening skill, and we need to get that to work for sure. But this is so cool. This is so cool. Oh, my goodness. And we did pick up a puppy who's apparently sniffing the bush. But let me introduce a little stray dog. Whoa! There's a work assignment? Purchase garden seeds? Heck yes, I will take that. We have a work assignment. So you have a work at home assignment, promotion tasks. And then tomorrow she will actually go in and work all day long. Tuesday she'll go in and work all day long at her job. That is really cool. But on her travels to get into Oasis Springs and to find a place where her special plant tree could be planted, like this spring right here, which immediately sprung up with all these plants, we came across this special dog named Soot. And he is actually from my Random Pet Genetics Challenge, which so many of you guys enjoy for our Sims 4 playthroughs. And he is having his own chance to dive into seasons. And Soot is pretty special because he is a storm-chasing dog. dog. He loves chasing storms. The thing that he wants more than anything else is to be able to go. But let's go ahead and get to know him. Let's play with him for a second. There we go. Now we're friends with Soot. Let's see. And let's go ahead, give him a little treat. And then we'll brush him. But Soot is a very adventurous, playful dog who loves chasing storms. His biggest dream is to see Eve get struck by lightning, which sounds a little dramatic, but it's what he really wants in this world. But Eve has decided to keep him along and to try to take good care of him because she has a soft spot for the little guy, and there's just something kind of uncanny about his eyes. So he's going to keep us a companionship, and hopefully we'll be able to fulfill his dream of seeing Eve get struck by lightning at some point. As odd as that sounds. Are you wearing the scout outfit? Yuki is wearing the scout outfit. Are you in scouts? Oh my gosh, I wish we had a kid so we could put the kid in scouts, but we'll be able to put our green family kids in scouts once we start playing with the green family again. So that'll be fine. But all right, so Eve, puppy, magic spring. Well, magic is a strong word. Really high quality spring that manages to grow very special spring that grows many a plant. The treehouse that sprouted up with the special seed given to Eve by Evelyn so that when she found a place to literally put down her roots, she would be able to have a home. And our plant sim tree, which will allow Eve to go and collect the special extra plant sim fruit when she wants a little bit of an extra boost of being a plant sim, which would just change her simology so she no longer had like hunger or bladder, and instead it would be sunlight, and I think I think it'd be water, but I can't remember what else it would change her traits to. But all right, this is the house. We're doing this. I know it seems weird to start Oasis Springs when we're going to be celebrating seasons. Don't worry, we have a lot to do. We have a very packed calendar after all. Ta-da! Check it out, you guys. This is the calendar, and I had so much fun setting up some events. We are going to be enjoying one season per week right now, and we are going to have a lot of special extra events. Let me show you guys really quickly what it is like when you are setting up the calendar. I already love it because I can see when Evelyn's work schedule is, or Eve! It's not my fault, they're clones. But I can see when Eve's work schedule is, and I can like go, okay, she's got work on these days, so maybe I should actually scooch. Can I scooch when some of these extra special days are supposed to be? Curses! I'll probably have to redo them. That's something you guys are gonna want to remember, because it looks like you can't just like bump a holiday like one day over. But when it comes to the days, you can get a weather forecast for the next 7 days. So you can see it's going to be sunny in Oasis Springs. Imagine that. For several days. We're going to go in search of rain very shortly here, so we'll probably go to Willow Creek somewhere soon. And the holidays that came with the game right away include Love Day in spring, where it lasts from 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. And that's interesting on the times. Okay, so it looks like all the holidays last from 6 to 2. And it has something to do with a romantic spirit, giving flowers, and going on dates. So I really like that giving flowers event. Oh, that's going to be so exciting. To participate, use the purchase gift interaction on the phone or computer to buy flowers. Then select a sim and choose to give a gift. Oh my gosh, that sounds so cool. And then there was actually nothing originally planned for summer that comes with the game, but Harvest Fest comes with the game when it comes to autumn. So if you want to be able to enjoy Harvest Fest, you decorate for Harvest Fest. You also work with the gnomes, so the holiday gnomes will show up. You have a grand meal, so you cook a grand meal, and you have a thankful spirit while you eat that meal. So hopefully Eve's big desire is going to be to make lots of friends because she is a scientist and a researcher. So although she has shown up as a plant sim who has vowed to see if she can help figure out how to bring some wetter weather to Oasis Springs and maybe refill some of the dried up waterways and bring back some leafy green lushness to its desert areas. She also wants to make a few friends. And not just because she might be nice, but because she wants to study those Sims and be able to send her reports back to Ladecia someday in the future, where they will continue to work with her other clone sisters and they will try to build up a knowledge base of the world. But we'll talk about world domination another time. For now, all you guys need to worry about Eve is that she's going to have a great time doing all of these holidays, and we're going to throw her into each and every one of them so she can live vibrantly and excitedly. Winterfest is another holiday that actually comes with the game. You decorate, you have a festive spirit, which means that you're festive and jolly with your friends. You want to light the holiday tree, you want to ask if good or bad, and you want to belly laugh. So that sounds really fun and a great way for Evelyn to study human behavior. You open up some presents, you have the grand meal, and Father Winter will actually show up, which I think would be really cool to see here in Oasis Springs, but we might spend the holiday with a friend. And then there's also the New Year's Eve holiday that comes with the game. You decorate, you have a party spirit, which means that you drink, dance, play an instrument, tell jokes, flirt, you sing, you make resolutions, which sounds really cool. You click on your sim and then they make some resolutions. I would love to see what happens when that when you do that. That'd be really cool. And then you count down to midnight. So you want to be able to watch the TV and do a countdown at midnight. So maybe we'll have a friend that we can go and celebrate New Year's Eve with by then. So I'm really looking forward to that. But it's super easy to make your own holidays. All you have to do is click on an empty day and you can add in a holiday. You give your holiday a custom name. You give it a decoration theme, choosing from Love Day, Harvest Fest, New Year's Eve, Spring, Spooky, or Winter themed. And I think that'll affect what you see in the world in terms of decorations and what decorations you can pull out of the decorative crates that actually show up. So I'm excited to see those too. Once you give, maybe we can just go ahead. Let's see, what have I done? Let's have a spring fling. How about that? And it's actually just going to be, or let's actually have a moving in celebration. So maybe we'll have like a move in party. There we go. And it'll just be a fun party. You can choose your different party icons right over here. And you can just, we'll just choose this one. And we're just having a fun little move-in party. Let's go ahead and say that we're decorating for spring because it is spring right now, because it's my favorite holiday. So of course I wanted to start with that one. And we'll try decorating and cleaning as two things that we want to do. And then let's do, she will need to eat right now. She's not a perfect clone of a plant sim. If you use the plant sims, you lose the cute hair. So I decided to just make her look like a plant sim, but basically keep her human. And what else should we do? Oh, you can have fasting if you want to have that for a holiday. Here, let me show you guys a little bit more slowly what you can do when it comes to having your holidays. For your new traditions, which I imagine are going to be dramatically expanded once a mod gets up and going, you can air grievances, you can appreciate an object, which means that you can reflect on an object to think about the larger meaning behind it. I think that's perfect for a move-in party, by the way. You can have a art and music spirit, so the different whatever like blank spirit events kind of prompt your Sims to do different things, which I think is really great. It kind of reminds me of the club system and get together. You can attend a holiday ceremony, and that means that you go travel somewhere to complete it. I really like that it's kind of that open, because I thought it would be like go to a specific lot to perform this holiday, but just leaving it generic, like attend a holiday ceremony, is really appealing to me, because then you can pick where you want to do any of these holidays. Because some of your Sims might want to attend the holiday in one spot and some might want to attend in another. So I really like that. You could do some baking, barbecue, cleaning, countdown to midnight, decorating by getting out the decorative boxes that I want to see what they look like, because I hear you can rummage through them and find surprises. So we're going to be putting out the decorative boxes for a move-in party. You can have some drinking of the eggnog or lemonade or any of the things from like the mixologist stations. You can do egg hunting, exercise, fasting. You can meet with Father Winter, who happens to be one of the special NPCs who will show up. You can have festive lighting, to light candles, or to click on a menorah or a kinara or a holiday tree and light candles, which is very sweet if you ask me. You can have festive spirit for those belly laughs and asking if good or not and lighting the holiday tree. You could get into fights if you want to make a really aggressive holiday. You can start fires for bonfires, campfires, burning a leaf pile, those kinds of things. You can set up fireworks, the flower bunny. You can play games, gardening, give flowers through giving gifts, which I really love is a thing. And giving gifts is also a different thing that you can do with your Sims, which I think is really cool. You can go on dates if it's that kind of holiday. You can go on a vacation or travel. You could have a grand meal. You could have the holiday gnomes show up and try to appease them. We'll talk more about that later. You can invite guests over to your home or to hang out at a current lot. You need at least 2 of your guests to socialize with. You can light a kinara. You can light a menorah. You can make resolutions. You can have a mischievous spirit. You can open presents. You can have a party spirit where you want to, like, I think, yeah, I showed you guys party spirit earlier. You can do polar bear plunge when it's freezing out, but you go swimming. You can have remembrances where you click on an urn or a gravestone and you have a remembrance of that person, and you can also meet and interact with those ghosts. There's a spooky spirit where you will want to interact with ghosts, vampires, aliens. You might want to carve pumpkins. You might want to play music on the pipe organ. The romantic spirit, if you want to do a lot of kissing, flirting, hugging. You could watch sports TV. You can go streaking. You can tell stories. Have a thankful spirit where you're going to be really nice and thankful to each other. You can go trick-or-treating. You can watch romantic TV. You can have fun in the water with swimming or the kiddie pool or the sprinkler, or you could even wear some costumes. Oh my gosh. Was that ever a lot of stuff? Oh my goodness. And I can only imagine there's going to be even more modded in the future. But just like that, guys, we just made a move-in party on her day off where we'll decorate, we'll clean, and we'll appreciate an object so she can appreciate some of the new stuff that she has put down in her house. And there's a whole bunch of other custom days like the egg hunt, the fossil dig day, splish splash bash, let's see, our jungle expedition, the dark forest hike, and the search for snow that I created. Also, Gnomes Day and Flower Festival are all things that I made myself so that we can see how the holidays work and what we do. We'll investigate those in the future, because now that we've talked about appreciating some new objects, let's go ahead and grab some of those new objects. I'm so excited. To the most important place first. Out of my way, everything else, activities and skills, the brand new outdoor activity section. Boom! Here we are, the new plants. I'm so excited. Okay, so here we are. We have some new objects. Let's go ahead and filter everything by seasons for just a minute. Here we have a sprinkler, the Sprinkler-Matic 2001. So it's a no-frills model of sprinkler. It looks like it is currently the only model of sprinkler as well. And you can have some fun with it while it's taking care of the garden. So let's go ahead and get the Sprinkler-Matic. And maybe we'll start our first little garden, maybe right over here. So we'll put it down over here. I very much like it. Hopefully the water will be good for our lovely plant sim, who's not really a plant sim, but we'll kind of deal with it. There's a water balloon bucket. Oh my gosh. I think that Eve would think that water balloons are like the best thing in the world to play with. So we're going to put that out so that she can play with everybody too. There's also the attic stack decoration box. So this is going to be what we actually pull the decorative pieces out of for, there we go. But this will be what we pull out the decorations from. And I've heard that you can actually rummage through these so that you can try to figure out like what kind of decorations would be appropriate for the day, and things will fall out and you can use them to decorate with. But this, let's see, when the holiday decorations need to come down until next year, this is where they'll go. Heavy duty lids can be set on to really squish these decorations into place. Guaranteed to knot all of your string lights. Oh my gosh, do they ever. All right, let's go ahead and clear out a couple of those. And here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. The flower arranging bench, you guys. The flower arranging florestation bench. This is what I have waited for so many years. So many years. I'm so happy right now. Okay. Violets are blue flower arranging table. This table is perfect for making your red roses and blue violets fancier by arranging them with ornate and obsessive detail. Friends will weep from laughter, cry with sorrow, or grin obnoxiously while you make arrangements from the violets or blue arranging table. I am so happy. I have wanted to have the ability to have our arranging tables and set up our special, beautiful, glorious flowers for so long. I really have. We're going to go with a yellow one because we're out here in the desert. But I loved the floral arranging skill in The Sims 2. It was a necessity of mine. And apparently the flower arranging skill is not only a great way to make money, but there's a few little secret snippets that you can have when you work with it too. So very pleased about this. Oh my goodness. And then some other special items that have come with seasons include the bee box. So Birdie's bee box, and we're going to put down a bee box right over here and see if we can take good care of some bees. Honey, that ooey gooey sticky substance that tastes good on almost anything, and you, yes you, can have it right here at your fingertips from Birdie's bee box. Bond with your bees and see what wonders are in store for you. So hopefully as a plant sim, we'll really be able to have Evelyn enjoy her bees. And then also as a plant sim, and also as a lover of splishing and splashing in water, especially when it's super hot out here, I am really hoping that she'll enjoy having a little kiddie pool. She's very playful because she's not really bound by a lot of other human conventions, so she'll splash around in the brand new kiddie pool, which I think will be a fun way to cool off on the hot days. And speaking of cooling off and hot days, is there a spot where I can... Oh, this tree is going to be a problem. All right. We're going to tuck it back here a little bit because it's got a little bit of work that we need to do. But here is the weather machine. And I think our handiness skill needs to go up to work well with the weather machine. But now you too can harness the incredibly unreliable and hazardous power of climate science to satisfy your personal whims. With enough tinkering, you may even be able to alter the seasons themselves. Perfect for Evelyn's promise to try to bring the lush, wonderful greenery back to this desert, which also is like, I mean, deserts are doing really good on their own and they have their own unique, beautiful ecosystems, but this is just for like our little play of what we're doing. So yeah, I love and appreciate a good desert. Don't mind me. But there's a ton of other things that you can actually get, including a whole bunch of like the apple cider, the cupcake, the lemonade, the hot chocolate stands. We've got ice rinks. We have got skating rinks. We have got rustic skating rinks, which are really cool looking. And we will be playing hopefully with all of them. Oh, and we also need to get Evelyn a friend that I'll say she stumbled on during her journey and her wandering. We'll go ahead and put her friend down to maybe greet anyone. She'll have no idea just how creepy this is. But we'll say that she found him lost out inside of the desert and decided to bring him on home. And I wonder if I can even... I wonder if I can hide his pumpkins? Let's see if we can hide his pumpkins. So that this guy's, let's see, come here, rock. We might be able to hide his pumpkins so that they aren't quite so obvious and we can make him seem a little bit more like he fits in. Oh gosh, I wonder how people are going to start modding him. I didn't even think about that. Whoa, that's a little bit, whoa, Evelyn. You don't need to throw a boulder on him, woman. Oh my gosh. Like, calm it down a little bit. Jeez Louise. All right, there has to be a smaller rock. Okay, come on. There we go. Who knows? Maybe this will work. Maybe this will work. Well, let's see. Can we get it? He likes his pumpkin. He likes his pumpkin, but I think we managed to do it. There we go. We hid his pumpkins, and that way she can come over and hopefully interact with him enough to get things done. All right. I don't think there are any new plants that come with seasons, but let me check. Nope, not like that. However, there are new seed plants to get. So, all right, let me put the decor piece upstairs in her home. And then we also need to get some dog things for the new puppers that we have. And we'll have to decorate the inside of her house just a little bit. But let's get the plants in the ground this episode and have some fun with that, because this has been, oh, there's so much to do. All right, let's see. Oh, and we cannot, oh, seasonal summer plants? Seasonal fall plants? Seasonal winter plants? Seasonal spring plants unlocked by reaching level 4 of the gardening skill. On it were the seeds, and you can now buy the seeds as well, by the way, guys. The catnips, the flowers, the starter fruits, the starter herbs, the starter vegetables. Let's get a few of all of them. Let's get them in the ground, and let's see what we can do. So let's see, starter flowers, got it. Starter fruits. All right, we're on this. I'm even going to get the catnip going because we want one of every single plant, and then we'll see how far we can get. All right, go Evelyn, go! Get over here and open up these seed packets. Come on. We're going to get some plants in the ground. That's going to be our thing. And then we're going to get you up on the botany skill. All right, and hang in there, Soot. We'll take good care of you too. We'll get you some things next time. Oh, I'm so excited. It'll be so much fun to go and experience all of the different seasons. Did she open all of them already? She did. All right. It'll be so fun to experience all the different seasons, and especially to work on the flower gardening skill and to see how the botany goes. So what do we have here? Mad Nip for the cats. So we might put that maybe like over here. There we go. And then we have Nap Nip to help put cats to sleep. We'll put that over here as well. And then, is this a newbie? A bell pepper. I feel like bell pepper is new. I'm pretty sure bell pepper is new. That's my theory, at least. And then we've got some spinach. So let's put down bell pepper and spinach and some carrots. And I'll probably have to move things around so that they line up with the sprinkler just right. And then, oh, some normal quality catnip. All right, well, maybe we'll put that next to our bees and see if that helps their mood at all. And then we've got some, oh, nuzzle nip. Wow, we got a lot of stuff from the catnip box. So we'll put that over here. And then we have some sage from the herbs. So we'll put that down. And then we've got, let's see, some basil. And then we've got some daisies. So we'll put down a couple things of daisies, a few things actually, because daisies grow really quickly and I would love to start working with them. We have a little bit of parsley, and then we have quite a few plantains. I think we got nothing but plantains, which I think are going to need a lot of water. So let's put them down over here next to our little oasis, and hopefully we'll be able to nurture these plantains to be full grown and then spread where the greenery goes. So all right, there you go, Evelyn. Let's get to it. Do it. Plant everything. There we go. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, we'll get the little sprouts in the ground. She can change the weather over here. Cloudy skies, rain. Oh, that would be so cool. We can upgrade it to have capacity efficiency, climate hydrator. She could do gyroscope durability, humidity chiller, install temporal modifier, moisture vaporizer, and self-repairing nanites. Wow. Whoa. A plantain failed to germinate? Try planting it in more open spaces. Is this part of the garden change? Plants actually care where they go now? Oh my gosh. I didn't anticipate that. Okay. Whoa. Okay. And that plantain was like, I'm too close to the other plants. I'm not happy. And it failed to germinate too. Oh my gosh, all of them are failing to germinate. Okay. Well, let's give them a little bit more open space. Maybe that'll work. Oh my gosh, they don't like us. They don't like us. I'm actually gonna have to put a care into what I garden. This changes everything. And what are you barking at, my dear? Playful idle trait. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh no. Evelyn, you're supposed to be a master botanist. We cannot fail on the first planting. Come on here. All right. The move-in party starts tomorrow. And we have holiday objects for the move-in party. Thank you. It actually shows you what holiday objects you get. That's really cool. What's not really cool is the fact that my plantains are failing to germinate. Is it the soil type? Do we not have enough skill? Oh my goodness. All right, guys. Well, I would like to start off with our super powerful plant sim, who's going to be able to get this entire desert transformed into a beautiful oasis paradise, splashing in water, working with all of her friends, figuring out what the weather does. But it appears she has other plans because I cannot plant anything. And I'm actually going to really have to give a deep care to where we start planting stuff now. Are you happy, Nuzzlenip? Oh, thank goodness. Oh! Whoa! The mad nip is happy, and it has a little meter now. That's so cool. I've never seen that before. Oh my goodness! And we're off to praise the dog for doing who knows what. So, all right, it looks like Evelyn or Eve wants to go upstairs and she wants to check in on the puppers. But we have the new gardening update to play with now. What on earth? And we're gonna have to start building our friendship with our scarecrow, planting the rest of the flowers and the vegetables, building our relationship with the bees, and working on making some arrangements. Some beautiful daisy arrangements. Oh my goodness, I would love to make some daisy arrangements. And we actually have the daisies in our pocket right now. We can make our very first arrangement, get everything planted, and prepare for our very first festival, our very first self-made holiday next time, guys. And I also think it'll be worth it to see if we can bring on the rain. So I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.